New tonight, Spokane City Council officially passed an ordinance that will require landlords to provide adequate cooling to their tenants. KREM 2's Brandon T. Jones was at tonight's council meeting and breaks down that vote.
Prepared to vote.
Well, there was quite a bit of dialogue at this week's city council meeting.
You got to go out and get pricing, you got to contact vendors, there's a lot of things that go into it.
But just because it requires multiple streams of action does not denote the importance of any one action.
Between public comments and testimony from council members ahead of the vote, several perspectives were shared, different opinions voiced.
This was created in response to the 2021 heat dome, but also in anticipation of increasing temperatures, right? Because it's not getting any cooler.
Spokane City Council members ultimately voted 5-2 in favor of adopting the proposed ordinance, a step which now requires landlords to have adequate cooling in each bedroom by 2032.
Throughout those discussions, it's come back to how much is a human life worth? What is the cost of doing nothing?
Supporters say this would help lower heat-related deaths and illnesses, while opponents argue it would impact affordable housing.
The ordinance needs better policy definitions. Adequate cooling is still subjective and difficult to measure.
As for the two no votes, those came from Councilman Michael Cathcart and Council President Betsy Wilkerson. Both expressed the need for adequate cooling, but shared hesitations in the overall approach.
And I do get concerned that we're calling this a right to cooling, which is going to end up being a misnomer because people are going to believe that they have a right to cooling, which means energy is free, which means that they don't have any responsibility there.
Also worth noting under this freshly passed ordinance, if a unit is not kept cool, a tenant has the right to buy cooling equipment themselves and then seek up to $500 in reimbursement from the landlord.
Some of them may use that as an excuse to vacate. I'm not saying that they will, but some could.
This problem requires a multifaceted solution. Those of us on the ground will continue to do our part, and you must do yours.
Reporting in Spokane, Brandon T. Jones, KREM 2 News.